Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have been super stressed lately and I literally feel like it's showing in my skin. Like my skin is not looking 100%. I am going to be doing that Q&A that a few of you requested. I actually put the post up under my communities tab and we got a few questions. So what I'm gonna do, and hopefully it will take me out of this funk that I'm feeling, because I feel very blah. I feel like I know I have things to do and there's things that I want to film, but at the same time I'm also like, I get up, I get ready to film, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm just, maybe tomorrow, and I keep procrastinating. I know that as soon as I finish like one complete look, that feeling of, oh my God, I want to keep doing this will come back. So that's what we're going to do today. If you want to see what nude products I'm going to use, because I'm going to do a full face of nude products. I'm going to try them. If they don't work, I'm not going to tell you about it. If they do work, I might maybe put it down below so that you guys can see. I will answer your question and then I will tell you about the product that I'm using when I'm using it. So if you want to see what products I use, and if you want to be a part of this Q&A, then keep on watching. Some of these questions are super heavy and I feel like a few of them like got me really thinking a lot. But you know, what other way to break out of a funk than, you know, tell you guys answers to your questions. I don't want to cry. Hopefully I don't cry, because I hate talking about myself. Yeah, and especially because I'm stressed and I'm in whatever state it is I'm in right now. I feel a bit raw right now. So if I cry, I'm gonna cut it out, because I'm not gonna sit on here and that's what we're not gonna do, okay? But I have some water, so hopefully you'll all be okay. Okay, so first questions first. And this was actually Christina Bright. She left a comment under one of my videos that she wanted to do a Q&A because she's been watching me a while and she feels like she doesn't know too much about me. So she figured it would be a good idea to do a Q&A. So I posted the question. I feel like this is my second or third Q&A thread that I've posted under my communities tab. And the first one I got all the questions and I didn't film it. So, you know, let's go ahead and get into the questions. So Christina asks, age, question mark, where are you from? How you got into makeup? And then under the comment that says, why is that so funny? You look like you're in your 20s. Oh my God. Why do you guys want to know this? Like, is that? I am in my 30s. I'm approaching 40 like really quickly. I feel like somebody should be asking me these questions while I do my makeup. I think that would be the more fun video. But I am quickly approaching 40 and I am not ashamed of that. I would rather live a long, beautiful, up and down, stressful life than not live a long, beautiful, stressful life. Like, but anyway, I don't care. I'm 36 years old, okay? I am 36 years old. Oh my God, I just said my age. I just said my age online and that is okay. I was born and raised in Ghana. Oh, my skin looks a lot better. I just added the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. No, Dewy Skin Cream? No. The Dewy Serum to my face. I just did 2 hydrating serums right now. And her next question is how you got into makeup. I got into makeup, I was really a tomboy when I was growing up. I never had female friends. When I was growing up, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I was more the tomboy. I had a ton of male friends. My best friends were all male. And I didn't get into makeup until after my daughter was born, and I was 28 at that time. Yeah, I was about 28, 29 when my daughter was born, and that was when I got into makeup. I had actually bought a tube of blue lipstick, the Jellies lipstick from Colourpop, if you guys remember Jellies, and I think I did a video on that, but I subsequently deleted the video because I would post to YouTube and I would freak out and I would delete the posts. And yeah, but I'm gonna do my skin. I'm trying out the Soul Body Face and Bronzing Balm. So whenever it first launched, I didn't know whether it was a foundation, a body product, or a bronzer type product. So I didn't really know what to do with it, but I am going to be using it today so we can see what it's all about. I like the shades that they have. I feel like these are the deepest shades I have seen from Colourpop. So I figured, why not just use it? Probably try it out as a foundation and see what it do. I got into makeup after I tried the Jellies lipstick from Colourpop, and I really liked how it looked like on me. And at that time, it was around December, and I think that was actually when I got serious with Instagram as well. It was around December, and I went online, on Instagram, to see if there were any challenges I could join so I can like start getting into makeup and doing more makeup. And at that time, I found this beautiful lady. Her Instagram handle is Lip Drama. She was doing this lip art challenge, and I decided to join the lip art challenge, and you know, the rest has been history. I started out doing lip swatches with the e.l.f. cosmetic products that I was buying. I posted some things on here. I subsequently also deleted a few things that I posted on here. But yeah, that's how it started, you know? It was just one tube of lipstick that I tried, one tube of blue lipstick that I tried. And I really liked what it looked like on, so I figured, hey, you know, they said colored lipsticks and colored makeup doesn't look good on dark skin. But here I am with this blue lipstick, and it looks very, very good on. So I'm just gonna try and see what other colors or what other products will look good on me. So that's how I started. But then once I started posting videos, I realized that, you know, in all the years that I have been like watching everybody else on YouTube, there really wasn't any product that they recommended that I bought and tried that actually worked for me. So I actually started doing like foundation reviews here and there. And I remember at that time, Too Much Mouth was doing her foundation review series, and I really, really wanted to jump into that too because I was new to makeup. I didn't know which foundations or which products would work for my skin tone. So I actually reached out to her and said, hey, you know, I see that you're doing this foundation review thing. I'm going to be doing that as well, but I just wanted to give you a heads up so that you don't feel like I stole your idea or whatever. And she was like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm sure she doesn't remember. I was a nobody. I remember that. But I'm sure she probably doesn't remember that. But that is how I got into makeup, and that is how I got into the whole YouTube business. Y'all are making me nervous talking about shit like this. I can't. Oh my God. Okay, next question was something about eating disorders. Let's see. So next question is, what's your advice to someone who's struggling with an eating disorder? The best thing to do is to seek professional help. Try to get your family on board so they know what you're going through. That way they can help you with what you're going through. That is the best advice I can give to someone having an someone who has or think they have an eating disorder, seek professional help. Work with a nutritionist, work with a psychologist, and work with your doctor, so that the three of them can help you find the best way to manage your eating disorder, or for lack of a better word, your crisis. That way you can feel good about yourself. If I find solutions to my own problems, I will tell you guys about it. Next question says, what made you become a YouTube makeup guru? I do not consider myself a guru. I definitely feel like there are tons and tons of people that are doing a lot better than me, and I feel like I still haven't found my footing in like the whole YouTube community. So I definitely don't think of myself as a guru. I am doing the best that I can. So says, what made you want to become a YouTube makeup guru? How long did it take you to become a great artist? Oh, you think I'm a great you think I'm a great artist? Thank you. I initially, the thing that made me want to become, like, start posting makeup content online is the fact that I wanted people to see that being dark skinned does not mean that you can't wear certain colors, or that, you know, certain colors don't look good on us. That was my reason for starting a YouTube channel. So if you can see on my channel, I feel like for the longest, my focus was on how I was going to make certain colors pop. Like, how do I make yellow eyeshadow look as intensely as it possibly can on dark skin? How do I make blue, green? Like, how do I do that beautiful rainbow colored look that I've seen so many people doing on dark skin, that will actually show up as intensely as possible and not look muddy? And that was my focus on, you know, what I was going to be doing or posting online. Now, that's how I started, but I quickly realized that, you know, there really wasn't a lot of true dark skin makeup enthusiasts online. And I say true dark skin because, of course, everybody, if you happen to be the darkest person in your family, you call yourself a dark skinned person. And with that being said, there was so many people online calling themselves, oh, makeup, calling themselves dark skin, or makeup for dark skin, or, you know, whatever for dark skin, or is this good for dark skin, or da 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 da. And in that instance, I realized that there's a lot of people calling themselves dark skin or thinking they're dark skin, and in actuality, they really weren't that deep. And I feel like because of that, the brands weren't really making the shades deep enough for me to be able to use, and, you know, for me or other people as deep as I am to be able to use, because the people online that have a bigger platform than I do were calling themselves dark skin. Meanwhile, they actually fell within, like, the top 5, or actually they fell higher than the last 3 shades of any foundation range. And with that, if brands are seeing that more often, they'll say, well, this person says they're dark skinned and they're able to use our product, so we don't have to, like, have a better range so that other people can use it. Meanwhile, there's someone like me who is, for lack of a better word, too deep, and I'm not able to use, you know, whatever foundation range that they have. So although I started out trying to get people to see that dark skinned people can wear whatever foundation, whatever color that we wanted, and that it would look good on us, I quickly realized that I needed to actually add another stance to my page, which is me taking a look at product and reviewing it as far as when it comes to shade, so that people and the brands can see that, hey, this shade range or this color that you put out is not adequate enough. If you look at a few of my early foundation reviews, you can see that most of them were red undertones, and most of the foundations were, you know, warm undertone or a neutral undertone, and even with those two, they were still entirely too red, and I couldn't even use it because the products were too red for me and it did not look good on my skin tone. Yeah, I feel like that answers the question. I started out with trying to get dark skinned people to realize that all the colors look good on us and that we should wear them, and it doesn't look clownish, and we should not only be limited to wearing nudes and browns and black smoky eye looks, okay? But I quickly making sure that, you know, the products that are being recommended as dark skin are actually true dark skin and not just like, you know, just because you think you're dark skin, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense. Anyway, that's why I said true dark skin, because the people that classify themselves as dark skin that are really not dark skin, and with that you buy a product and you try it on and it doesn't really match your skin tone and you've just gone ahead and wasted your money. And yeah, but I'm so happy that I was actually able to find a community of people that match my skin tone and are able to find value in the videos that I put out, as far as them being able to find the right shade, the right kind of setting powder, the right kind of concealer to use, the right kind of bronzer to use, the right kind of contour. So I hope that answers that first part of that question, even though it was like a very long answer. It says, how long did it take you to become a great artist? I started my channel in 2016, 2017. So it's been since then that I started doing makeup. Of course, I feel like my makeup in those days don't look half as good as it does now. And I'm sure my makeup next year is definitely going to look a lot better than it looks now. So makeup is actually an evolving process. You have to start to be able to get somewhere. If you're waiting to be a good artist before you start posting or giving your opinion or giving your perspective online, it's going to take you forever. So it's taken me that long to get to this point, and it's going to take me that long to get to like the next level, if that makes any sense. Okay, so next question says, if you didn't do YouTube, what would your occupation be? Oh my God. So I actually went to school and I did biology and psychology. I am not a very big people person. I am a very reclusive person. I am a very introverted person. So I feel like my whole life I wanted to be a scientist, because of the simple fact that I like the methodology of everything. I always said I'm not a creative person. So being able to actually do YouTube and try things is actually out of my comfort zone. That's why I never actually plan my looks. I always just sit down and just start doing it. That way it would force me to be creative with whatever palettes that I'm using or working on. But if I didn't do YouTube, and that may as well possibly happen, go be a scientist. If I wasn't doing this, I would be doing something that I wouldn't have to talk to a lot of people at once, if that makes any sense. A research doctor, like a pathology doctor, somebody who finds solutions to the reasons why something is happening, and then I'll tell you so you can go tell the other people why this is happening. That would be me. Okay, next question says, how do you juggle being a parent and doing YouTube full time? What is your best memory so far doing YouTube, and how did you get into your natural hair journey? Let's do the natural hair first. We're gonna answer this question in reverse. I was always natural. I mean, I didn't grow up in America like I told you guys. My hair when I was a kid was as long as this, and I was completely natural. So it's not a foreign concept to me. And being natural is really not a foreign concept to a lot of Africans, because a lot of us just had our natural hair. I didn't relax my hair, like consciously relax my hair, until I came to America. And even then it was forced. I was actually forced to relax my hair when I was here. I didn't want to. My hair was short. It was about this long and I didn't want to do it. And I was forced into doing it. And that's why my hair was natural. And I feel like because I was forced into doing it and it wasn't like a choice, it wasn't my choice, I always since then had it in the back of my mind to cut my hair. So since 2016, right? Since 2016, I cut my hair in 2015, and then I cut it again in 2019, and no, in 2018, and that brought us to however my hair looked before I texlaxed. I have literally cut my hair every year or every 2 years to a crop cut, starting from scratch. My whole life, my hair has been out. I didn't start wearing weaves until 2009, 2010. That's when I started wearing weaves, and even then I did it myself. I feel like this is the first professional weave that I have actually gone to get. It was always just a hobby to me. Like, doing my hair has always been a hobby to me. The only other professional way that I've done my hair done was when I was in the Bronx, like I told you guys, and I would go get my hair professionally relaxed, and my hair was beautiful and thriving, you know? I got out of it not because I hate my natural hair or because I think you should do it. I only did it because it's what works for me right now. Don't be surprised if in the next year you see me cut my hair again, because, you know, it is what it is. But I did promise that I wasn't going to cut my hair again, so we'll see. And then your next question was, what is your best memory so far while doing YouTube? My best memories so far while doing YouTube, actually I have two really good memories. I feel like the thing that tops everything is getting to meet, it's that I never actually thought that I would be in a position where I would be invited to the GRWM headquarters and I would get to sit down and talk with Chi Chi. Like, that is, God, I hate this. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that was my all-time favorite, or my all-time best memory of, you know, being in this industry. The fact that I was able to meet the owner and founder of one of arguably the best, most inclusive makeup brand there is out here, and actually being able to talk with this person, like, it is crazy to me. It's still crazy to me. Like, every time I think about it, it is very, very crazy to me, and I am eternally grateful. Like, you have no idea. It's a big deal for me, okay? Might not be a big deal to some people, but it is a big deal to me. Anytime I think about my meeting and talking with Chi Chi, it blows my mind. Like, I cannot believe that I was ever in that position. You know what I mean? It's very crazy to me. My second best memory is actually being able to meet and talk with Shalom, and, you know, just seeing what an incredible person she is, and being able to talk with her. I don't know. It's just, if you've ever met Shalom, you know what I mean. Like, she's very nice, number one, and she does not make you feel less than. She's absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. Yeah, that was my second able to meet. Oh, and then it says, how do you juggle being a parent doing YouTube full time? Up until now, the kids were very young, and I literally have a house full of people. I have two moms in the house, so they helped me out tremendously. Whenever they were little, whenever the twins were little, you know, I breastfed them. So I would have to stop filming every 2 hours to breastfeed two boys. And then whenever they were no longer breastfeeding, I had to just, you know, make sure their food was done and make sure they were fed until the moms caught on to the schedule. And then eventually they're like, just go do your thing, I got it. And, you know, that's how we keep it pushing. You know, of course they still interrupt me. You guys have seen them be in here like all the time, touching things, disrupting my flow. But, you know, that's how it is. I work for a little bit, I talk with them for a little bit, I work a bit, I talk with them a bit, I work a bit, I go break up a fight. It is a constant juggling motion, and I feel like because of that, sometimes my work doesn't flow as easily as I want it to flow. And it does bother me because I'm like, I'm trying to do this so I can get to a position where, we have everything we want, but y'all won't let me work. But I also have to understand that they're kids, and it doesn't matter who is taking care of them, they still need my presence, and they still need me to hang out with them and sit with them and all of that. So I feel like anytime I've ever showed them on here, you guys see that there is somebody sitting on my lap or me just hanging out with someone for a bit because at that moment they needed me to be sitting down with them. I feel really blessed in that way where my mother-in-law is here, my mom is here, my husband is here, and everybody else is here, and they actually help me. And you guys are asking all the tough questions. Jesus. It says, not trying to sound creepy, but your accent is interesting. It's given New York DMV area. I'm in the DMV now, but I hardly go out and talk to people, so I don't really have like a DMV accent. But I feel like my accent is more, it's all over the place because I don't have the typical Ghanaian accent, but there's certain words that I just cannot brothelize my way into, and I would just say it how I say it. Of course, I have my mom, what are you doing accent that I'm like trying to drive a point across, and I will talk to my kids like that. But on a regular basis, I talk like this. I take my time to say my words because I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce the words so the English doesn't just flow out of me as easily as it would flow out of somebody who is more confident and more like somebody who speaks it easily. I think about the words that I'm saying and I say them as slowly as I possibly can, because if I speak too fast, I'm gonna have a slip up and I'm like, what word was that? You know what I mean? So I try to speak as slowly as I possibly can. How has the pandemic been with kids? Did you lose your shit with homeschooling, cooking 3 times a day, cleaning up way more than usual? It's been crazy, but my kids were already home. My kids are young. They just now started school, so I really don't know what it's like to have them out of the house and have like a free house and all of that. I don't know that. So maybe in a few years I would be dreading the summer, but for now they've always been home, so it's not like it's not been crazy. It says also, any reflection on working from home when millions of working moms had to leave the workforce? Maybe I'm not understanding your question. If you say many of working moms had to leave the workforce, are you talking about in reflection to 2020, or are you talking about in reflection to being a mom in general? Whenever we actually decided to have kids, I wasn't actively working. I was a stay-home mom. I literally took YouTube seriously after I had my kids, so that part I can't really speak on that. If you're talking about the pandemic like making people not go to work, then it really sucks. I don't have an opinion on that. It was, I mean, if it, I don't know what you're asking, right? It says, I'm not a mom, but really opened my eyes to the inequalities of women in the workforce, and that our place in society still hasn't been okay, so you're talking about women having to leave work to take care of their children. I feel like this is more of an individual family kind of discussion. I have a job that I work from home and I take care of my kids. That is not easy to do. Having a job at home and still expected to take care of your kids, it is not easy. Especially, I have 3 kids and 2 of my boys are twins. That was like twice the work. Now, initially it was driving me crazy until everybody started pulling their weight and helping me with the kids so I can actually do the job and help support the household. If it wasn't for that, I would not have been able to do YouTube and take care of them. And if anything had happened, I probably would have put the kids into daycare and gone to work, because as much as I would love to sit here with them, I also want them to be able to live a good life and be able to go to and be able to like be clothed and fed and have our bills paid and everything. I don't think you should do something when it comes to your personal life because society expects you to do it. I think you should do it because you and your partner talked about it and it is what works best for you. Do not be pressured or do not be forced into doing something that you don't want to do, especially as a woman and especially as a mother. That's why you need to find a partner that you can talk to. Hey, you know, I know we're about to have kids right now, but I don't want to have to quit my job and I don't want to have to work from home because my career is very important to me and I want to be able to provide for my kids and be able to buy what I want without having to depend on you to be able to do all those things. Don't do things because society says that you have to do it. How long have you been doing your channel? Since 2017. Your favorite eyeshadow palette, hands down. My favorite eyeshadow palette, hands down, is this one, the Juvia's Place chocolate palette. Now, it took me a while to actually arrive at this conclusion that it was my favorite palette. The Juvia's Place chocolates palette is hands down my most favorite palette. You guys have just had me all up in my feelings and I do not like that. Do you see yourself doing YouTube for the long haul? When is your birthday? What's your sign? Do you believe in astrology? Astrology as in the stars dictate what I'm gonna do with my life? No. What's my birthday is September 3rd, September 2nd. My husband and I have a birthday right after each other. If my birthday is today, his birthday is tomorrow, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm the second. I don't know if I'm the first one or the second one. He always has to remind me. But my birthday is in the first week of September and I am a Virgo. And do I see myself doing YouTube for the long haul? I think so. I think I see myself doing YouTube for the long haul. As long as I don't have to be someone else or be like super flashy or be super bougie for people to like me, and you know, you still support me and watch my content and share and, you know, recommend that people follow me because I'm doing what needs to be seen, and you know, more people see me and more brands do the long-term contracts with me, even though I am a dark-skinned person. So yeah, as long as, you know, y'all keep recommending my channel and I keep getting people that want to see more of me, then yes, I do see myself doing this for the long haul. But then again, YouTube, in my opinion, YouTube is a long haul type of game. There are people that get to go viral like very, very quickly, and their numbers and their views and their subscription like goes up really, really high, really, really quickly. And there are those of us that have to, you know, struggle and push and question every day, is this even worth it? But, you know, I feel like if you love it enough, no matter how many questions you have about it, you still always come back to it, because I feel like if I don't film for a few days, I get cranky, I get depressed, and it just doesn't, it doesn't sit very well with my soul. It says, if money or salary didn't matter, what would your dream job be? If money or salary didn't matter, like right now, if I won the lottery and I didn't have to worry about contracts and all of that, this would be my dream job. I love doing makeup. I love reviewing products. I love looking at like palettes and things and trying to figure out why they made a palette. I love the fact that I'm also able to share with you guys like products that work for me or products that don't work for me. And I love the fact that I lost my place in this questioning again. I also love the fact that I am able to help you guys find the right products that work for you. That way you're not like wasting your money. I'm also excited when I discover like a new product, or like if I wasn't doing YouTube, I wouldn't have realized that there was a brand like Ben Nye that had like several different shades of setting powders that literally would work for everybody, and all you had to do was go find the right kind of powder that works for you. If that makes any sense. I would have a team because I have ideas that I can't execute if I film myself, but because I don't have anybody to help me film it, I have to film it myself, but I have to film other people doing it. Meanwhile, I want to be doing it, but I want my vision, like the cinema, the way that I want the video to flow. I have to do it because there's literally nobody in my life right now that can film exactly how I want it to be filmed, if that makes any sense. But yeah, if money or salary wasn't an issue, I would still be doing this. Favorite place to purchase makeup? Ooh. I feel like I don't buy a lot of makeup. In general, I feel like I've been into Sephora more than I've been into Ulta. Here's my question. How old are you? Already answered. Because you look young, around 20, but you have a whole family, which means you can't be 20. No, I'm not 20. Advice for newbies at this YouTube beauty thing. I honestly don't have any advice for YouTube beauty or YouTube in general, because I can tell you post once a week for the rest of your life and it may work. I can tell you to, some people post one video literally and become instant hits and they have 1 million followers. Other people like me will be posting for 4 or 5 years and not be instant million follower people. So, you know, it just, make sure that whatever you're getting into because you like it and not because you think you can make money out of it. Because if money is your motivation, you're not going to last. I'm not saying do it for free, because I hate when people tell me, oh, I don't care if I make money, I'm only doing this because I love it. I'm doing this because I love it, yes, but the equipment and everything that I'm using to produce the kind of image that I want to see, that I feel like you guys enjoy, it's not free. So yes, as much as I love doing this, I do expect to get paid for, like, the brands that want me to show you their products specifically. So the passion should be the thing that's pushing you, because YouTube will test you and try you and see if or whether or not you're going to push through it. Sometimes I do a video, it gets really great views. Sometimes I do, it doesn't get really good views. Does that mean I regret doing that video? No, because I would still make that video regardless. It's just nice when you get the good views. Just don't give up if you don't get like the ton of views that you want instantly, because 90% of the biggest YouTubers that you're seeing right now literally pushed through and posted every single day for years before they got to where they are right now. So like somebody said, be in it for the long haul and not because you think you're going to make it instantly. Do I take clients? No. It says, if you could collab with any other YouTuber beauty creator, who would it be and why? P.S. I'm a new subscriber and I really like your content. I don't know the answer to that question. It is crazy. I really don't know the answer to that question. I take my content creation day by day, and it's not because I don't aspire to be like self-sustained and be, I literally take it day by day. I don't know. I don't have an answer to your question. I'm sorry. I don't want to lie. I don't have an answer to that question. How do you feel about the brands releasing 3 shades? Maggie, I'm sorry. I can't. I cannot. I can't. I can't. It's their brand and they can release whatever they want. However, if they send it to me and it comes across my filming table, I will talk about it. What I will not do is go out of my way to go buy a product that I know would not match me and come talk bad about it. If you send it to me, I'm gonna talk about it. If you don't send it to me, I'm not gonna talk about it. So yeah, they can release whatever they want as long as they don't try to send it to me to say, oh, it's gonna match you. I'm not gonna do it. What is the best way to match your foundation? How long have you been doing makeup and how did you learn? I learned by myself. I learned by doing and posting. Even if the look wasn't as great as I thought it was, I would still post it. Sometimes I thought it was a beautiful look and I would post it, and later on I'm looking at it, I'm like, why did I post that? That looks very bad. But I posted it and I will learn from that. I've been doing YouTube. makeup for as long as I have been doing YouTube, which is 2016, 2017. And for me, for my skin tone, because my neck, my chest, and my face have like several varying shades, I try to match my makeup to my face, which is a close match to my neck, as close to my neck and my face as I possibly can. And then I match my concealer to my chest. That way it balances out, and then I go ahead and put some of my setting powder on my neck to lighten it up a little bit. Do certain brands pressure you to review their products? No, brands don't pressure me to review their products because, once again, I'm a nobody. They're not gonna send me their products like, oh, we want you to review it because, you know, you get like a ton. No, they don't do that. However, brands do pressure you to send you products to review for free. Meanwhile, they're paying everybody else. Are you planning to make a beauty makeup brand yourself in the future? I do have a brand that I sell lashes, and I have a new release coming. I don't see it as a beauty brand. I see it as a merch brand, because although I could just make like a t-shirt or whatever, I try to sell products that I use or that I like. Yeah, what are some good tips for makeup beginners? What are your favorite brands? What brands are good for any acne prone skin? Definitely look into skincare brands. Right now I am using Tatcha cleansers. I am using Paula's Choice I guess skin prep products, if that makes any sense. For my primers and stuff, I have a primer video that you should maybe want to check out. Makeup tips for makeup beginners: match your foundation to this part of your body, to your neck and your face. Match your concealer to your chest, or do your concealer one shade lighter than your foundation. Don't do two shades. Don't do the super highlighted under eye, because you don't know what you're doing. As long as your foundation or your base looks flawless, everything else will just flow into it. And also, please use eyeshadow primers, because they're very important if you have oily skin, to keep your makeup in place. Okay, besides makeup, what are some other things that are good that you wouldn't mind recording for us? Oh, I can do kite reviews, but I don't think a lot of you are interested in kites. I am trying to work out and lose weight, so that's something I could start recording, a weight loss journey. Would you ever consider vlogging? I already started. What's your current favorite song? Oh Lord, I don't have a current favorite song. The one single song that I feel like usually gets me calm, like when I'm freaking out, the song that gets me calm is Redemption Song by Bob Marley. You only get one wish. What would that wish be? What is your favorite budget-friendly makeup company? Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place, because you can get foundation, concealer, eyeshadow, eye prep, and all of that. Probably spend like $100 and get everything, including a brush set. So yeah. One wish. If I had one wish, it would be to be the best at what I am doing. Okay, I have to phrase it in a way where it's just one and not an end. If I had one wish, it would be to be able to support my family by being the best at what I do. Period. Am I Ghanaian? Yes, I am Ghanaian. What made you decide to start a YouTube channel? I answered that. What do you see yourself in 10 years? I think I answered that too. In 10 years, I see myself being the same weird Ohemaa that I am. The what are my goals and where do I see myself in 10 years questions, I feel like they're all the same. I love doing makeup, and I don't want to ever not create makeup content for you guys, because I feel like it is needed. And, you know, especially somebody who's like me, who is like a dark-skinned person that likes color and loves doing makeup, I feel like for lack of a better word, like I'm needed, and I still want to do this to help people realize that you can be dark and still like wear makeup and everything. But where I see myself in 10 years is to be able to have a job with a cosmetic company that I love and admire, and that I can actually help them like figure out, like, is this shade deep enough? Or, you know, for lack of a better word, like a product development consultant. There aren't enough people like me who are in the position of, hey, this is the product we want to do, this is the line that we have, does this look like it's okay, or do we have to change something? You know, like something like that. Somebody who is as deep as me that can help brands figure out their products, figure out their product ranges, figure out their product shades, their product undertones. That I can actually work with a chemist to say, this is too light, this is too dark, this is too red, this is too orange. I see myself creating makeup content, like dope ass content, with a team in my own studio space. Not like this tiny room, but like a giant warehouse where I have a team and we're creating content. But I'm also full-time consultant for brands and, you know, product consultants and stuff. Like I see myself doing that. Okay, and Jenny, one of my followers from Ghana, she says, what would your dream job be if you were not a YouTuber? My dream job would be a scientist, pathologist, something I could do where I wouldn't have to like talk to a bunch of people all at once. I mean, I can do presentations and stuff, and I have done presentations and stuff, as long as I don't have to like deal with a ton of people all at once. Yeah, if I can figure something out and explain to somebody who will then go and tell everybody else what I said, that would be great. When did you start YouTube full time, and were you working alongside? No, I have been. When I started my YouTube channel, I was a stay-at-home mom. How soon are you collabing with Juvia's Place to bring a product out? Because I can't wait. How do you combine being a wife, parenting, and YouTube? Some things get left behind. My husband is here, so I don't have to do it by myself. And I have a big family, so they help out a lot. What is your best, worst memory as a YouTuber? I think I already answered that. What year did you move from Ghana to the States? I moved here when I was 17. Any advice for YouTube beginners like myself? Keep posting. I really don't have like specifics. I have to sit down and think about specific I guess advice, but my initial advice to you would be to keep posting. If you don't start posting, you won't know what you need to fix, or what you can change, or what you can do. Like, you're not gonna get better if you don't start posting. Do I have any siblings? How many siblings do you have? What do you study? I'm not sure. And there's a reason why I'm not sure. Just take it like that, okay? It says, are you reviewing the new Rare Beauty True to Myself palettes, or doing full face using only Rare Beauty products again? I will double check, and I did plan on doing a video with it. If I can't find it, I will definitely be reaching back out to Rare Beauty to see if they can resend it. But I definitely have that already somewhere around here. If I'm not mistaken, I'm sure I'm not mistaken. It should be here somewhere. But yes, I could definitely do Rare Beauty full face again, because I actually really love the Rare Beauty what is it called? The Rare Beauty foundation. I really love it. Do you have any kids? I have 3 kids. I have twin boys and a girl. I'm using cream shadow today, and it's literally all shimmer shades, so it's gonna be interesting whatever look we're gonna come up with. What is your favorite overall makeup brand? My favorite overall makeup brand is Juvia's Place. Next says, you've had so many career accomplishments. You think so? I don't think so. I need to sit down and reevaluate myself, because which sticks out to you? Either because you were worried it wouldn't happen, or it makes you especially proud. It was a long time goal. whatever is the case. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, I never actually thought that I would be in a position where I would sit across from owner, founder, operator, total empress that is Chi Chi, and talk with her and be able to like work with or work for her brand. So yeah, that's like, that to me is a major, major, major accomplishment. And it's something that I never thought would happen, and it's actually happened, and I'm still in awe like every single time. You know, like it shakes me and shocks me, and you know, it makes me happy. It does. What was your favorite Ghanaian meal? My favorite Ghanaian meal is it kinky? My favorite Ghanaian meal is village okra soup and banku. Or village pepper and banku. That's my favorite meal. Does Juvia's Place palette perform well without any base or primer? I wouldn't know. Because I have oily skin, I always put a base down and I put a primer down before I do anything. Because if I don't, my oils are going to come through and it's going to like ruin my eyeshadow look. So because I don't generally want to ruin my hard work, I would always put down an eyeshadow primer or an eyeshadow base so that my makeup will stay in place for as long as I need it to stay in place. Oh, we're finally at the end. How long does it usually take to film a video? And what's your process or method for filming if you have one? Hope I'm not too late. No, you're not too late. I actually took a long time to record this. It takes me as long as it takes me to record. I can't tell you that it takes me an hour or 2 hours to record, because sometimes I sit down and I don't start recording immediately. Sometimes I start recording immediately, but then, you know, I need this, I need that, and I would stop, or I get distracted by something else and I stop. And sometimes I have literally forgot to film steps because I would get up, go do something, come back and start doing my makeup, and I forgot that I was filming, and then I don't continue. So it just depends on what is it called? It just depends on what I'm doing or how many interruptions I get. I feel like if I sit down to film one specific video, like, hey, I'm filming this specific video, and I sit down to record it, I don't want to say it's going to take me 2 hours, because knowing me, it's probably going to take me way longer than that. So I really don't know how long it takes me to film a video. I've never actually timed myself. I try to film at the time that's going to be most convenient for me. And if it's not going to be very convenient for me, then I generally won't film it. And I'll just wait till it's convenient for me to film. So those are all the questions you asked me. I think those are all the questions you asked. I hope I didn't skip any of these questions. Those are the questions. I feel like all the hard-hidden questions were at the beginning of the video. I mean, yeah, before we got into the more light-hearted questions. Okay, guys, so this is it for me showing you guys, no, this is it for me doing the Q&A with the questions that you guys asked me on my communities tab here on YouTube. I hope I answered all your questions in its entirety. I love you guys, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.